views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of the producers, network, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Curious ako, Gab.
Yes. Why?
May idea ka ba sa mga salaries ng politicians here in the Philippines?
Not quite. Meron, pero I'm excited to find out.
Okay, all right. So, siguro with a very quick Google, okay, we're gonna need to look for legit sources. Okay, we can't just find like any website. So the first site that I saw on the very top search, see assistance.ph. Okay, so dito yung mga salary grades. I'm not sure if updated though. Okay, but let's have a look. Salary grade 2025 of Philippine government officials under SSL. Let's start here. Senators and Congress members have an annual income of approximately, so meron siyang range, okay, 2.8 million pesos. Annually to, guys, hindi monthly. So, what happens if we divide that? 2.8 over 12. So,
Somewhat 240,000.
sorta, yeah,
Yes.
per month. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's the same for each congressman and each senator. Maybe senators are a little to the higher, siguro the higher echelon of that part, right?
Yeah.
Dito naman nakalagay governors, mayors, and councilors earn between 120 to 540 pesos annually. Pag sinabi mo 120, so parang 12,000 a month? Parang less than minimum?
Yes.
This sounds parang medyo fishy. I-compute natin 540,000 over 12 months. 45,000 pesos monthly. Yeah. So, okay, so ano yan governors, mayors, councilors, which I know iba-iba yan bawat province, region, and location. So, dito naman, salary grade 33, president. So, yung last salary range, I think, but hanggang 2023, wala tayong 2024. Pero nakalagay dito sa 2023, ang salary ng president, 419,000.
419, yes. I also saw the same thing. Somewhat 423.
Ano
Per
ba ito?
month.
Per month? Annually?
Per month.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Grabe.
Okay. Per month. Okay. Yan. So, VP, 331.
Yes.
Ito na, Senator, 278,000 per month. So, ano to as of 2023.
Okay.
Yan. Bonus incentives, may 13-month din sila. May mid-year bonuses sila.
Yeah.
Performance-based bonuses. Representation, transportation allowance. Cash gift. Wow, dami. Longevity pay.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of their salaries? Sapat ba?
Yun nga eh. There are a few questions that would be somehow, sabihin natin, beneficial for Filipino people. Like, for example, if they ask, for these kinds of officials, are their salaries fair for their workload?
Good question.
Yeah. And so, well, some people say na parang, okay, mga politicians na to, itong officials na to, they have a huge workload, huge responsibilities, and therefore they should be paid well. And then others also say na parang, okay, onti lang ginagawa nila. They do little work, making salaries seem parang, syempre, excessive. Kasi for politicians versus normal workers, it's almost 10 times dun sa sahod nila. So, yeah.
I found a table that has a better breakdown of things. So let's start. We'll go through this. Okay, president, minimum salary that a president can get is 438. The maximum that a president can get, 451. So hindi ko alam why is it but by minimum by maximum, right? VP 347 minimum, 398 maximum. Senate President 347 just like the VP. Oh, it's just like the VP then. Maximum 398. Okay? Speaker of the House, 347. Parang VP din. So, from si VP, Senate, Speaker of the House, Chief Justice, pare-pares lang sila ng sahod. Minimum and maximum. Pare-parehas lang pala. Senator, 293 minimum, 334 maximum. Congressmen or representatives, 293 minimum, 334 maximum. Isisend ko itong table para at least meron tayong reference.
Grabe. Nasa mga 6-digit.
Supreme Court Justice, Associate, 293. Wow, mataas pala yung sa kanila. Maximum 334. So from Congressman Representative up to Supreme Court Associate Justice, Constitutional Commission Chairman, Department Secretary, Executive Secretary, Solicitor General, up to Solicitor General, parehas lang din sila. 293 minimum and 334 maximum. May mga butal pa, just don't go ahead. Constitutional Commissioner, Constitutional Commissioner. Yung kanina chairman. So, Constitutional Commissioner, 203,000 or maximum 226. Same lang din si Department Undersecretary. Wala na end of the table. So, hindi ko alam yung mga ibang lower, mga USEC, ASEC, and all that. But, pretty interesting. Let's go back to your question. Balikan natin yung question mo. Sapat ba yung salaries nila on a monthly basis with all the stress and the workload that they're getting on their day-to-day operations running the country? Is it enough? Ano sa tingin mo?
It's difficult to say, pero I think pwede nilang gawin is they could connect this system where pay is parang connected sa achievements. Parang the more they pass this, the more they put this to their platforms, the more they idagdag nila to, that's where they could base their pay. So
I think meron naman.
Yeah.
This is their base pay. So hindi pa kasama
Base
yung mga
pay.
bonuses, yung performance. Nakita ko dito kanina, I did mention it's called the performance-based, what do you call that? Yeah, and performance-based bonus,
Yeah.
PBB.
Sorry.
Yeah, and PBB. Yeah. So these salary ranges are ano lang to as of 2023. Okay, so we don't know the update of 2024 and maybe 2025, pero I'm pretty sure they're about the same. Siguro naman, kasi in the private sector, like, people earn this much. So, maybe it's correct, hindi siya sapat.
Yeah.
That's why namin nangungura out. No. No. But I think it compensates their daily needs in terms of operational stuff. 6 years pala president, right? And, right? Ang mga Senate and representatives or congressmen and women, together with VP, 6 years then. Anywhere from mayor, city councilors, what about mga barangay level?
Sumasabay kasi sila sa election ng senator.
So every 3 years ang barangay?
Na bago po kasi ngayon, magugulo pa ang barangay.
Magulo pa eh. Kasi di ron kung may extend pa, di ba? Magiging 6 years ata? Yun ba ata yung pinasa nila sa Congress?
I-adjust nila ng parang 9 years para sumabay na sa next election.
Wow! Congrats sa mga nakupo. Kung pasado yan.
That's
di ba?
plus more years.
Plus more years to
Yeah.
your achievements in your barangays. Yeah.
You can serve pala. So
You can serve more.
serve more years.
Let's spread positivity. Sa mga yung mga constituents na busit sa kanila, no choice kayo. Di ba?
Sorry,
You might
na
as well deal with your with your LGU officials. Pero I've been around LGU officials. They work very hard and it's stressful. It's a very stressful job being part of leadership. And to be honest, it's us, the constituents, right? It's the citizens. Sila ang maingay sila. The problem is hindi na nakita na the problem lies within us, right? Nasa atin yun eh. Diba? Our leaders are just there to help us achieve what we need. Diba? Yung iba, sinasabi, tamad. Yung pala, yung constituents, sila din tamad.
Yeah, that's true.
Diba? Nag-offer sila ng magandang activities. Hindi naman involve yung mga citizens. Right? So, that's a big debate. But I'm in both sides, you know. Been consulting a lot of people under government, and I see their hardship. And hindi nga sapat talaga itong sahod na to. You know? Hindi talaga. Kawawa sila, actually. Especially sa mga government sa LGU. Kawawa sila. They deal with the everyday issues and problems within the barangays, and it's not for everyone. Kaya yung mga nakaupo doon, kahit sabihin natin yung mga iba nagsasabi, tamad yan, o masungit yan, o masyadong aggressive. Saludo ako sa kanila. Kasi they could manage the stress. You know? If people were in their shoes, wala, susuko sila. You know, that's why itong I'm curious, hindi natin nakita yung mga barangay level. Let's do a quick search. Barangay. Okay, let's do barangay captain's salary. Tama ba yung nababasa ko?
Barangay salary grade 1, 2, 3, 15,000, 25,000, 35,000.
Jeez. For real? Yun lang?
Oof. Yeah, for a grade 3 barangay official, it's 35,000 pesos.
So depende sa barangay. So depende sa grade.
Yes.
So grade
Depende.
1 is, I'm assuming grade 1 is yung mga provincials, gano'n. Provincial barangay captain. So mga minimum gano'n.
Yes.
Okay. Tapos mataas pag grade 3.
Pag grade 3, nasa halos 35,000.
Yeah. So the barangay depends on how big the barangay is.
Yes.
Right? I think the bigger barangay, the bigger your sahod is.
Yes.
Kagawad.
Kagawad. For a kagawad, it says here that the estimated total pay for an elected barangay kagawad is 58,208 per month in the Philippines. That's Philippines 2025. So yeah.
I think that depends on the classification.
Yeah.
I saw this other table. Usually first class cities are the highest.
Yes.
So si SK member pa lang 21,000. Barangay Kagawad, SK chairperson 23,000, barangay chairperson which is punong barangay 33,000 pataas. First class cities yan. So 6 classes pala siya up to the 6, di ba? So sa mga 6 class municipalities, ibig sabihin yan yung mga nasa rural areas, maliliit na barangay. Sa SK member pa lang 13,787, Kagawad and SK chairperson 15,000, punong barangay 21,998, so parang 22,000. Yan yan sa mga rural areas. Yan. So mga first
Depending
class
on the
cities.
class.
Yeah. So for example, dito sa Quezon City, we have first class tayo eh. Diba? Ang lalaki ng mga barangays natin dito. Yeah. So there are classifications. They categorize that based on how big, I think, how big ng population.
Yes.
Population ng barangay. Yeah.
Maybe it's because by how much they manage, that's associated to how much they get paid also.
I believe so,
Yeah.
yes. By the way, itong source na binasa ko kanina is from Rappler. Okay, so it's one of the good sources. Imagine ito, alright. There's a debate that here's a funny debate that I wanted to talk about before. Kasi ito yung mga sahod, sila ay mga frontliners eh. Pag may pandemic, may sunog, may gulo, mga barangay officials ang the LGUs and all. And then goes up to our mayor, our councilors and all that. The thing is, alam mo yung nakikita mo yung mga basurero.
Yes.
Did you know that yung mga yan sumasahod ng mga 800 to 1,000 daily? Did you know that?
No, laki ah.
Not everyone's aware.
Yeah.
Hindi naman 800. Siguro sabihin natin, pag masipag sila, 800 to 1,000 a day. Pag masipag sila.
Yeah.
I know this because nakausap ko yung isa. And then yung iba, they start at 600 pataas. Kasi yung isang ikot nila, ang bayad sa kanila 150. Isang ikot isang labas para ipon ng basura.
Yeah. Makahakot sila.
So, pag nakahakot sila ng 4 times, okay, 150 times 4.
That's 600.
That's 600. Yung iba, mas masipag. So, pasok sila ng pasok. Diba? Minsan naka 6 na ikot sila or more. So, depende sa management, yung sa nag-manage ng trucks. Kasi yung mga trucks, hindi naman government-owned Ano yan vendors ng government. So, parang private company, sila sila ang vendor ng for example, City of Quezon City. They hired this company para maghakot ng mga basura. Right? Yes, mataas yung... Hindi siya sahod kasi bawat labas meron. So, hindi siya consistent na para 800. Pero ito yung mga garbage boys na pag masipag sila, nakakaipon sila on that range, 600 to 1,000 in a day, even more. Okay. But look at their job, right? You're in the dirt. Literally, you're in the dirt. You're full of shit, full of rotten stuff,
Yeah.
of trash and all that, right? Would you want to be a garbage boy?
Siyempre, first answer, siyempre, hindi. Pero if that's what life gives you,
Halimbawa, walang-wala ka. Hindi ka matanggap sa kahit anong trabaho. At natanggap ka 300 per day lang.
sure, ako, patasin ko.
diba?
I'll go with it.
O, diba?
Yeah.
Yung basura, you don't need skills.
Yeah. Wala. You just have to use your body.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
your investment. Yeah.
Diba? Yun. I'm talking the same way here. Kasi, yung mga... Why are they a good... why are they a good example? Kasi, they're the people, the garbage men are the people who experience trash every single day of their work. Right? And they're being paid shit. Okay? Hindi yan mataas. Pero mataas siya compared to call center agent, 800 a day.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero, naka-aircon. Yossi break.
May break ba?
May break. May sa ibang BPO, di ba? If you work in Google, buffet.
Yeah.
Right?
Ganda ng tambayan. Yeah.
Di ba? Tapos, komportable kang ganda ng upuhan.
Yeah.
Di ba? Our LGUs are sort of similar when it comes to... I'm not saying they're garbage. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is that they deal with a lot of garbage on a day-to-day basis. And ito lang yung sahod nila. You know? Mataas yung sahod nila if you think about it.
Yeah.
SK member, bata, first class city, in a first class city, 21,000. Laki. Right? Yung iba, they work in corporate, nasa 21 pa. Right? Yung iba, nasa grocery or merchandiser, nasa 21K.
Umabot pa ng 21.
Diba? SK chairman, leadership ka na, 21. Hindi yan sapat. I believe leadership salary should be higher, maybe even double. At least double. Para sa akin Kasi they deal with garbage every single day. Diba? For someone corporate, okay, you work, let's say, in an office. Let's say, you're receptionist ka. Kumikita ka ng, sabihin 20. Right? You don't deal with garbage every single day. Right? Wow, naka-aircon ka pa, nakaupo ka. Yeah, napagchika ka sa mga sa mga tao dito. Right? Komportable ka. Right? But when you're in leadership, especially in the barangay lang, it's not easy. It's not easy. You know? Pero ang argument din ng mga ibang constituents, kaya nangunguraot yan Kasi mababa That was actually true with PNP. It's true with PNP. Nung tinaasan ni Duterte yung sahod nila, nabawasan yung corruption within the PNP. Yung mga PO, right? Magkano yung sahod nila ngayon? That's what we need to find out right now. Ano yung first level na police? PO1.
PO1.
2024. So, pinang mababa ng PO1, so I think may classification din to. I know. 2025.
Digido? Did you?
Yeah, I saw that
See
too.
it, yeah.
No, this is a lending company. Screw that. It's not. But. Medyo nasa tama yung nila. I'm not sure, guys, Digido, we're not sponsoring this or anything, but they're a lending company from what I know. But they have a table here for PNP PO1 officers. Parang meron sa table. Look for another source. But I'm gonna go through this. Okay. So PO1, 29,668. 30,000. Dati ba, before Duterte, nasa 15?
Somehow mas
Sa kalahati.
Yan. Somewhere there, no? Kaya ang daming police na talagang went sideways. Pero nung dinoble ni Duterte, President Rodrigo Duterte will pass. Ano yan? Ang daming tumino. Nilinis din niya yung PNP. Di ba? So, PO2, 30,806. Parang 31. PO3, 32. Senior PO1, 33. Parang 1,000 lang yung difference between senior PO2, PO3, 34,000. Senior police officer, 38,000. Police inspector, 49,528, almost 50,000. Police senior inspector, ang daming PINSP, PSINSP, 56,000. Chief inspector, police major, 62,000. Police superintendent, 71,000. Police senior superintendent, 80,000. Police chief superintendent, police
91.
brigadier general. Ito kasi by classification sa palaki ng sakop nila. So 91,000. Police director, police major general, ito yung palaki 102. Police deputy general, police lieutenant general 125. So police director, pinakmataas. Police general or PGen 149. Meron din silang longevity pay.
yeah.
Yan. Medyo maganda din pala. May quarterly allowance pa sila. Pero mababa. Parang 400 lang per quarterly allowance. Yung longevity pay, medyo okay For a PO1 patrolman, yung mga PO, 3K. Pinakamalaki yung sa Police General, 74. This is bukod pa sa basic na sahod
Basic
nila.
pay, yeah.
So meron silang longevity pay. Right. So it's equivalent to 10% of their basic monthly pay for every 5 years of service. Yon. So every 5 years, pag tumagal ka ng 5 years, meron 10% of your actual pay, which is not bad, right?
Wow.
So ito, naayos talaga. So ang daming tumino dito.
Yeah.
Big jump yan. Imagine, sumasahod ka lang ng 15,000, 16,000, na doble. Malaking yan. Malaking tulong yan. Yan. In case, sa mga cases ng leadership, I think pag dinoble, I think they'll find ways to even perform better.
Yeah.
Yan. I would uunahin ko if I was in top leadership.
Yeah.
Or if I was in Congress, una ko talaga yung LGUs. Mga kagawad, punong barangay. Pati mga tanod.
Yeah.
If they're the one keeping the peace. Pag may gulo, sila yun Sila yung first responders. Right? First responders. Magkano yung sahod ng Napag-usapan natin ang PNP, right?
Yeah.
Firemen.
Allowance lang.
What I hear, mostly volunteer, no? Wow naman. Okay, as much as I don't want to use Digito, again, we're not sponsored by them or anything like that, pero they have a very good table. Okay. Kung may PO1 tayo, dito may FO1. Fire Officer 1. Base pay. Ooh. 29,668. Laki pala. Pag Fire Brigade. FO2. Fire Officer 2. 30,000. 867. So parang 31. So FO3, 32. Senior Fire Officer 33, Senior Fire Officer 2, 34, Senior Fire Officer 3, 34, 761. So
35.
700 difference. Senior Fire Officer 38,000. Sila talaga? Para sa akin, parang high risk sila eh.
Yeah.
High risk. Lalo pang may sunog, ang dami laging ano. Fire inspector, 49,000. Fire senior inspector, 56. Fire chief inspector, 62. Fire superintendent, 71. Fire senior superintendent, 80,000. Fire chief superintendent, 91,000. Fire director, 102.
These are monthly base pay.
Of 2025.
Yeah.
Kay Digito. Interesting. Yeah. I think they need to even them, they deserve to have to double their pay.
Yeah.
Kasi high risk sila eh. Imagine walang gusto mag fire brigade. Wala yung mga nasunugan. Kasi wala Diba? Tapos ang dami daw sa fire brigade na volunteers. Saludo ako sa kanila, volunteer lang. Diba? Tumutulong lang sila.
Honest man's work.
I call that public service.
Yeah, service.
Yeah. That's true public service. If you volunteer to that's true public service. Yeah. Sino pa yung mga officials na dapat malaman natin? So, let me reiterate. Yung mga nababasa namin from sources, these are, I wouldn't say it's not that we haven't verified them, it's just these are some of the sources nagagaling. They're good sources.
Yeah.
And we could verify them. Ngayon, kung nagkamali kami, you could just comment your way in and just tell us you were wrong, and we could invite, actually sooner or later we're going to invite these I wouldn't say officials, but people that run the city, people that run the country, like on this podcast, and we'll ask them exactly, magkano yung sahod niyo. We'll start with I don't know, may kakilala kang PO1.
Maybe we could invite them.
Invite them.
Yeah.
May kakilala ko parang kapitan eh. So I'm gonna see.
That's good.
Next, pag-usapan natin sahod ng mga sundalo.
Army.
Pag may gera, tayo ba pupunta? Tingnan natin
Po yan ngayon.
Army salary.
Dinagdagan yung nila allowance.
Galing ni Digido Digido kung sino yung SEO.
SEO yun.
Galing nyo
Siya yung nangunguna lagi.
Naunahan nyo pa yung Philippine Army.
Talo nila today's military.
Okay, let's go Digido.
Digital.
At hindi dahil kayo yung number one, dahil meron kayong table at naka-ready na yung table.
Yeah.
Kaya convenient. Pero I'm sure na verify nyo yan, Digido, kasi lending company kayo, legit kayo from what I hear. Guys, I'm not promoting them, pero Digido baka naman. Right. Officers, enlisted personnel. Okay. Pinakamababa, private. 29,000. What? 29,668? Private first class, 30,261. Curious lang ako, ba't ganito yung mga sahod? Parang ang difference is 500 to 700 lang, no?
Yes.
Corporal,
600, yeah.
30,867. So, mula private first class to corporal, 500 lang difference. Sergeant, 31,484. Staff sergeant, 32,000. Technical sergeant, 32,756. Master sergeant, 33,411. Senior master sergeant, 34,079. Chief master sergeant, 34,761. Pag tumaas ka, second lieutenant, 43. Ito yung malaking difference. First lieutenant, 49. Oh,
5K to 6,000.
okay.
12,000, yeah.
Yan na. Yan na yung mga difference. Pag captain ka in the army, 56 na. Yan, 5 to 6K na. Major, 62. Lieutenant colonel, 71. Colonel, 80. Brigadier general, 91. Major general, 102.
Wow.
Lieutenant general, 125. General, 149.
General. There's a huge difference between enlisted personnel and officers talaga.
Ito dapat taasan namin.
Yeah. So they're the ones there.
So yung mga gusto mong so son of siguro I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. So yung mga gusto mga anti-China.
Oh.
All right. So things are not doing well in the West Philippine Sea, but still we have to be diplomatic about it. Are you gonna? Ikaw nga, would you go to war? Would you enlist?
Yeah, I would go.
I would go as well.
Yeah.
Eh sana pares ng mga ibang ka-network natin. Yung iba ayaw. Yeah. We're patriotic, pero not everyone's like us, right?
Yes.
Not everyone's like the people in the PNP that want to serve and protect. Not everyone's like in the army who wants to serve our nation and protect our nation. Diba? And the people who are blabbering about it, bad-mouthing other countries and continents, can't even enlist. Right? Hindi na.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors lang sila. Right? Still, dapat doblen yung mga sahod nila. Yeah. I think it's important. I think after salaries, dapat doblen din yung budget para sa innovation ng PNP, our Philippine Army, Air Force, all of our divisions in our government. Dapat high-tech na tayo. Dapat we need to utilize technology for all this. And I think everyone would be able to serve properly. They would serve us, we'd serve them. And, yeah. But of course, in the real world, magulo pa din yung
Yeah.
mundo natin dito sa Pinas. It's always like that during election time. So, okay. Sino pa yung dapat Tapos na tayo sa PNP, Army. Ooh. Curious lang ako. Mga NBI. I'm just curious. Yeah? Tapos check mo din, habang nag-check ako ng NBI, check mo din PIDEA.
PIDEA. Galing talaga ni DG daw.
No, nada. Okay. See, start with PIDEA because we're almost out of time. Actually, we're out of time already.
Okay, so for PIDEA monthly salary for intelligence officers pa lang. Okay, so let's start with the first one, Officer 1, it's 23,877. And then for Officer 2, salary grade 15, it's 32,53. There's a huge jump to it. So Officer 3 is 43,681. And then for the Officer 4, it's already 58,717.
Wow.
That's for 2025. Intelligence officers.
PIDEA. Do you have any? Or PIDEA na yun?
Yeah, it's PIDEA. PIDEA monthly salary.
I can't find NBI. But masyadong secretive.
National Bureau Investigation. You have to investigate more.
Ito Philippine Go. It's a website. I'm not sure if this is a legit website, but wow. Salary grade 22.
Oof. Yeah.
Mataas kasi to eh.
It's an
Investigation Agent 3, 78,000 na. Senior Agent, 87,000. Supervising Agent, 98,000. Head Agent, 111,000. Assistant Regional Director, 126. Regional Director, 142. Assistant Director, 160. Deputy Director, 180. Director, 203,000. They're in good hands.
yeah.
They're in good hands.
They're properly compensated
They should.
for their dedication.
Sila kasi yung FBI natin dito, di ba?
Yes.
They have to be compensated properly. You know? Yeah. I don't know if they're as good as the FBI but I believe in our NBI.
Yeah.
I think they're all awesome.
Yes.
Lalo yung cyber division. And just continue to do good work. Thank you for your service. Oh, I think we're out of time, right? Let's end this.
Yeah.
I think we have a good view on salaries of government officials. And
Yes.
On the next one, siguro i-share natin yung mga ibang salaries in the private sector.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.